Hello and welcome. Welcome. My name is Kenneth Berenson. In this video, we are going to talk about some interesting things. We're going to let Jesus speak, and we are just letting go and let him come in and out as he pleases, and he guides sort of the direction. And sometimes I stop, have some coconut water, and then I continue. So if you're interested in that, to have some channeling time with me, then you're welcome. So we wanted to start by sharing that we know that some of you don't know exactly what we're talking about experientially. We are aware of that. And this is something that can only be verified by you. This path that we are talking about, this path of ascension, can only be walked by you. It is in your deeds. A lot of your Christian teachings, they got it. It's just that it was twisted and introduced with the energy of control, which just muffles it up for the human. And so we're here to clarify a lot of the things and the misperceptions that we have all been through. We have all been through all of these misperceptions of fear and manipulation, and subdued to fear and gone a little bit too much over at the fear balance, and like we're all trying to find that balance, that sweet spot where you're not overly assertive on your reality, but you're not laid back either. You're just in the middle, just being who you are in all your glory. Whatever kind of glasses or hats they might wear. I think that was a little bit more human. That was me channeling my body. But this is one good example of this. There is harmony and there is disharmony. This being knows that wearing these glasses and this hat, he actually likes it. But he can also feel the projection from people, which we have heard many times said up front, because they're projecting that it's an ego thing. But sometimes it is just the very thing that is a little bit uncomfortable for this body. That is the growth in consciousness, in more consciousness for this body. And we all have these things that we can grow more into. What does that mean? Grow more into comprehension of reality. When we are saying these things, we're not talking in metaphors. We are experiencing a different reality right now. And we know that you can feel us, because your body can. That we know for sure. And if you are connected to your body, you will feel that. And if you had the comprehension that we do about human energy, you would follow that, because that leads to more expansion for you. That is how it works What? Enough of those. This is the practice. Being okay with whatever. So what? Glasses, hat, so what? And that is the practice each one of us has individually with ourselves. And we can choose to ignore it, in which case other beings around us, if they are honest people, will share that to you. But if you come with attack back, no thank you, right? We are simply sharing what we see with love. And that is a very loving act. It's a very sweet act. It takes courage, because we know that might not land always. It takes courage to walk this holy path of ascension, because you may need to say some things to people in order to correct your own balance with your own relationship to your body and this outside environment. Because most of you have not had the right training manual. Most of you have been very controlled, just like this being, which has had his version, his version of A Course in Miracles final lesson. That is why all of these things are coming through this person, and why he was introduced to A Course in Miracles much earlier in his development. He has calibrated so much to the point where now Jesus is coming through. And it is exactly the same consciousness as A Course in Miracles. What is coming through here is exactly the same consciousness as A Course in Miracles. It is an alignment. We align through the body, through the mind, and through the comprehension with the body. And so we have so much support for you that wants to walk this path of ascension. Or if you've tripped up and you fell along your way and you're just like, I want to get my life back together. That's also what it looks like. We have a lot of perceptions about certain labels, and we have to clear all of that so that we can see energy accurately and see this reality through energy accurately. And so the first thing to do in order to start that is to sign up for these 28 days free consciousness shift, where I channel Jesus for the very first time publicly. And the first 3 days, I didn't even know what I was getting myself into, truly, which you will see. And so that's where you can start your training. That whole channeling there, those 28 days, is the foundation, and there are steps after. Get a taste for this and see how it assists your life. That's what we wanted to share for this one. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much. If you've already started the 28, don't let it be a routine. That's why there are new ones. You know? Shake it up, get more new hair sessions, think about being a self-adjusted system. You monitor yourself. That's the purpose. That's the purpose of these teachings. To teach you back to you monitoring yourself so that you know what you need. Self-contained energy, and then we amp up the lumens so that you can shine your light properly. All right, sign up for the free 28-day and I'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.